We want the public to know what's happening, because there's still people in the city that don't even know that this is going to be torn down. You know, this city has been, or this building, excuse me, has been around for over 130 years. It's played an integral part in the development of our citizens and the name of Milwaukee on numerous different levels, whether it's the medical field, art, creative, independent business, everything. And no one at an official level, with the exception of a few individuals, has given the public a chance to learn about that or play a role. Lockheed Martin, SH Acquisition, they do not care about the history of this building. They want to tear it down specifically so it can be a vacant lot, specifically because they believe that it will help development. And they cannot prove that either. There's no standing development waiting for that building to be torn down. There's no empirical evidence that supports the claim that that parcel of land will be more appealing to any sort of development. And it's very bothersome to us.
I wanted to call out the Unicorn Punk Rock Club, specifically that history is very much a part of the Sydney High complex. And that was the first punk rock bar in Milwaukee, and it became a huge success, hosting then pre-Grammy Award-winning artists including Nirvana, The Smashing Pumpkins, Green Day, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, and Seven Mary 3. I think we all know those artists.
This was the very place that Nicholas Sen performed all his surgical experiments that profoundly affected the medical world and what allowed him to gain his prestige. It was the Mine Shaft, which was a bar and restaurant, and it was a Unicorn. And amongst there was one of Milwaukee's first gay nightclubs. All of those things contribute to just it being an epicenter of development and things that are new and experimentation and just an evolution of creative energy. Unicorn is important because that is where the punk rock scene in Milwaukee began and started, and the Grammy Award-winning artists that she mentioned all performed there before they were well known. So it was a proving ground for these talented, worldwide known artists. And artists like Kurt Cobain mentioned the owner of Unicorn previous. Kurt Cobain was the lead singer of Nirvana. He's now since passed, but he's one of the most famous musicians in the world. But he specifically mentioned Sydney High and the owner of the Unicorn as one of those profound moments in his development as an artist. And he really loved Milwaukee and the Sydney High structure specifically for what he was allowed to do there as an artist.
I think it's important to note, too, that it's not just, this building isn't just an icon of the counterculture movement of the 70s. It's an icon of the creative class in Milwaukee. A lot of small businesses have grown out of this. A lot of important bands to Milwaukee and internationally. There's still a lot of interest in that culture and that the creative community that was displayed there. There's a lot of small businesses that come there. A lot of record shops. Rushmore Records, the guy that owns that, was part of that scene. The vice president of Sweetwater Organics was involved in that scene. The influence of that building is still very well alive in small businesses in Milwaukee. It's not just the counterculture of the 70s.
All of these wonderful Milwaukee artists, people who made Milwaukee, many of whom are still here, dedicated a tremendous amount of time and energy to their craft in that building. When I or any of my fellow friends who no longer live in this city come back and bring their children back and come to visit their families, we look for touchstones when we come to the city. We look for Miller Brewing Company. We look for the Milwaukee Art Museum. We look for this beautiful building. And one of the buildings we all look for is Sydney High. Whether it's conscious to us or not, it's one of the things that makes Milwaukee, Milwaukee. And it breaks my heart to think that it may not be there. I understand that it may be unreasonable to repair this building, but it is not impossible.
One of the pictures in the presentation was actually shocking in that it showed what Juneau looked like going up to the Pabst Brewery, and all that's left is that corner Sydney High building, and it's like our only connection to what Juneau was at one time. We don't want a generic city. We want our past. You've got acres of vacant land for development adjacent to it. There's no excuse to take this down. This is Milwaukee, and if you tear it down, it's gone forever. These things can't be ordered from architectural catalogs, or our history is unique to us, and if it's gone forever, and it would be a damn shame.
In one of my first outings in 2010, with my camera, I passed by this incredibly unique-looking building that jumped out at me with this brightly colored doors and windows. And a friend with me from the local arts and music community told me about how the building with a funny name had an important history in the city and how it was an icon in the neighborhood, representing the still vibrant arts and music community. That building, of course, was Sidney High. The photograph of the building, well, it's a great photograph, but I don't really want the legacy of Sidney High to end up just being a picture to hang on the wall. Sidney High matters. I believe there remains a better and higher use for this structure and its site other than an empty lot. I believe that if we halt the process of demolition where it is now and allow more time and input from the residents that make up this incredible city, that we can together devise a plan to re-inhabit the building and help reinvigorate the surrounding city.
I think that even in its deteriorated condition, it's a valuable building. I am the son of Sidney. He was, my dad was the eternal optimist, and what's well known is that he wanted to give everybody a chance. So if people came in with new and exciting, even off-the-wall ideas, he'd give them a chance. And people came there by the thousands to that complex. There were daily, including the weekends, buses pulling up outside and people getting off to go shopping and just look at the place. And he made it extremely exciting. Imagine that. A former abandoned bank building and complex. Sidney High is a phenomenon, and Sidney High is as well known as the Calatrava. Every bit as well known. There haven't been artists that came out of the Calatrava that went on to worldwide prominence, or musicians, or any of the rest of it. How outrageous to say that there's nothing new presented. These people have come up to this microphone and poured their hearts out. We're not talking about bricks and mortar here. That joint is the soul of the city. It's the soul of the city, the soul of the young. Leave it stand.
Get those people like Freebird Finnery and St. John who don't care about the history, like Rocky Marco who don't care about the history, other members of Milwaukee Economic Development Corps who don't care about, or seemingly don't care about Milwaukee history, to wake up. The way this law firm is framing it is that there is huge opposition to designate this. And the only opposition I see is from Rocky Marco, from the law firm, and to a certain extent, Milwaukee Economic Development Corps. And I just feel if you guys support this, you'll send a clear message to those who are against preservation that, you can't get away with this. Our history matters, our buildings matter, and what the people say matter. That passion is an energy that exists without anyone saying anything. It's there. Okay, it's in the air. When you walk past that building, it exists. I've seen people come up to that building and touch the building. Touch it. Because they know it's going to be gone, or they assume it's going to be gone. It's bricks, and wood, but there's feeling behind that. There's emotion behind that. So just to have someone touch a building just so that they could say that they touched that building, it speaks volumes. It's telling. You have an opportunity to stand up for the public. You have an opportunity to stand up for the citizens. You have an opportunity to stand up for our history. And I just beg of you from the bottom of my heart, please go through with this. Please support this petition. Allow it to go to the next level. And let's get this forum going. And let's hold people accountable and save Sidney High.